It's not a fulfilled month without Selena Gomez yet again crying on the internet, being a victim and insecure because it's your fault that she's insecure, stirring up a whole drama, people fighting each other in the comments for their lives. And then she's taking a break from the internet when people are like, wait, bitch, what the fuck you just stirred up?
She's like, no, guys, it's just too much for me. I know I stirred it up, but I'm taking a break from the internet.
I've been covering Selena Gomez for quite a while, and let me tell you what, this bitch is relentless. She just does never ever change. She has been stuck in mental and character development of people from The Office, you know, something like that, just perpetually just circling around. And yes, I'm gonna call her a bitch because apparently Taylor Swift says it's okay to now call people a bitch.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Today we're going to talk about the most nice infamous story that Selena Gomez posted and then right away deleted because that bitch cannot commit to anything or she has to make it very dramatic in response to Hailey Bieber's comments because the bitch just cannot help herself, you know. Reminds people to be kind in the most passive-aggressive way against Hailey Bieber. While, mind you, by the way, she's on honeymoon. She's definitely having the time of her life on honeymoon. And we're going to talk about more about Selena Gomez. Why is she like that? I'm not going to diagnose her, but I'm just going to tell you the bitch is psychotic in some way or sort. We're going to talk about her not being able to let go and move on from her heydays. And she has a very addictive personality. Very reactive, generally speaking. And let's talk about her drug abuse.
While knowing she had lupus.
Because nobody talks about that. Let's bring that up.
So hot show.
But first, my name is Akma and you're watching Not So Hot Show. A show about not so hot things. Like this, eating up my brain, taking all of my nerves, and my last will to live. I think Selena will be the reason I die a couple of days early, just because I just destroyed a couple of my nerve cells. I cannot stop rolling my eyes every time I fucking see her name. Tell you what, Selena is a smart girl. She's like, you know what, I'm going to disguise this knife as a gummy bear, which is a kindness, right? But in actuality, it's a knife, and she stabs people. She is the epitome of Regina George in sheep's clothing. She's like Taylor Swift. No wonder they're fucking friends. Honestly, birds of a feather, they flock together, whatever they say. Selena Gomez, Taylor Swift, and Blake Lively, they all belong together. So while this bitch is on honeymoon with her beloved husband.
I'm not saying she's physically on honeymoon, but it's a honeymoon phase. She just got married. I mean, they're gonna go on honeymoon at some point.
She's still chronically online. Imagine you go on a honeymoon with your wife and she's just on Instagram 24/7 or TikTok and she's checking what's going on and she's making posts and shit like that. So what got Selena so bothered? Well, you know, Hailey Bieber was being named the innovator of 2025. The fuck that means? She has a makeup brand. Innovator of 2025, and she's been interviewed on Wall Street Journal. You know, they asked, well, what do you feel like being compared to other skincare brands? And Hailey was like, I hate being pitted against other. I'm not competing with brands I'm uninspired by, right?
With whom I have an issue is this Hailey Bieber, which I would call it's about relevance, not intelligence. This girl who interviewed Hailey Bieber is who asked, do you feel competitive with other brands? Instead of putting that in the article, she decided to rewrite the words and say,
is she nervous that Sephora shoppers might compare Rhode to Rare Beauty, the Selena Gomez brand that used to date Justin Bieber 25 years ago? Do you remember that?
Oh my god, she is a fucking cloud chaser. She is a clickbait queen. Probably Hailey was so happy about getting some limelight and this Chaby just ruined it for her.
Messing with the quote, taking it out of the context, and just saying that she was responding basically to being compared to Selena Gomez. Okay, sure. If it was the case, fine. I don't give a fuck. But Selena is somebody who is very reactive, so fucking bothered. You know, she could have just read that and could have also felt that it was a dig. She could have just
hey, there was already drama where people attacked Hailey. It's already I want to dissociate myself from Hailey, Justin. I'm married now. I have my own brand. I'm a billionaire.
Not say anything, not bother, because you know, she's queen, right? She doesn't, no, she doesn't do that. Just forget about it. She decided to post and delete right away, because of course she always does that. Just leave the girl alone. Look at her defending Hailey. Oh my god. She can say whatever she wants. It doesn't affect my life whatsoever. It's just about relevance, not intelligence. Be kind. Side by side. All brands inspire me. There is room for everyone, and hopefully we can all stop. Okay, Selena has a tendency to stir up drama again after it's dying out. So when this whole Hailey commenting, you know, I'm uninspired by other brands started picking up, then TMZ kind of fixed it and said, no, she was not talking about, you know, Selena. And then other tabloids picked it up and they were like, no, we're not talking about that. And guess what? The drama started dying out, right? And then that's when she decides to post this shit. And you know what? If you're trying to be this conniving little fucking bitch and a victim or whatever, at least commit to it. Stop deleting and whatever. Just admit who you are. You are that. This is the most passive aggressive way to say that's a dumb clout clout chaser. Let's leave her alone. She doesn't know what she's talking about. Because like, it's about relevance, not intelligence. What does it even mean? I'm not a native English speaker. I don't even know what it means. I think ChatGPT wrote that.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
What the f does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
You're welcome.
What is he talking about?
And of course, be kind. Always be kind, because that's what Selena is, right? She is kind. And you know what I also like? Just like Hailey said, Selena repeats, there's room for everyone, is so fucking contradictory to what she does in actuality. Selena's brand and Selena did not want Rhode to be sold in Sephora. They were cock-blocking her to be sold in Sephora for such a fucking long time, because Sephora was afraid to have a bad partnership with Selena's brand, and that's why they kind of stalled off Rhode being sold in Sephora stores. And Selena was just generally not happy Rhode being sold in Sephora.
Literally, there is room for everyone, and that's only my brand.
The reason I know Selena is fucking bothered by Hailey, not only she's married Justin Bieber right away, like in 2018? Yeah, 2018, that was so fucking long ago. She sold for $1 billion, and guess what Selena does? Post, still here. Oh my God. Of course, she has to say, I am still here, while Hailey sold out her brand. Which is not actually technically true, but whatever. Apparently, Hailey sold like what, $15 million worth of like whatever when she launched her products at Sephora, like which is the highest grossing like amount of sales, you know, compared to any other brand. Apparently, Rhode is doing very, very good, and that's very much bothering Selena. So the least Selena can do is make Hailey's life miserable and just make her a bad guy. That's what she's trying to do. So whenever she had this like post, I don't care if she deserve it, but the God times is always right.
I'm not saying she deserved it, but I'm saying God's timing is always right.
Oh my God, look at her shading Selena for her basically being fat. The story died down again because Hailey was like, no, it was not. She made a statement. She's like, girl, like it's not about anyone. It was just a, you know, like a very famous TikTok sound. And then Selena needed to comment on a craziest fucking post saying, I mean, Hailey's a bitch, right? And then right under that post, it's okay, I don't let these things bother me. Really? Because what you are, Selena, is bothered. Like, you are so fucking bothered. Let's talk about her obsessiveness and not letting go. Let's not forget, yeah, like she made a whole like fucking album recently, and then she still references Justin Bieber in her recent album. And she still tries to associate herself as much as possible with Justin Bieber. She's still trying to, right? Because, you know, the one that got away, whatever, you know, Justin and Selena, that was like love of the time. Let me remind you when they dated. The last time they were seen together was in 2017, 2018. That is 7, 8, almost 8 to 9 years ago that they've been last seen with each other, that they last even fucking dated or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
The guy has been married for over 5 years now.
I can understand stalking your ex. I can understand being obsessed with your ex for 2-3 years. I get that. It's okay. We all do that because we feel it's unfair. But when the guy's married, has a child, and been moved on for like a long time, and you have your own man, and it's been like already what, like fucking 8 years? I think, girl, I think I think Justin really wants to leave his past behind, and you can fucking tell. Justin really doesn't want to go back. He doesn't want to go back to the place he's ever been. And I think Selena is part of that mess of his history. And he wants to let it be there and stay there while Selena can. And her perpetual victimhood also really shows when she's trying to diminish other girls that are prettier than her, right? Oh, I wish I was pretty like Bella, whatever the fuck she is. She's trying to force a friendship with Bella Hadid. Let me remind you, Bella Hadid is very close friends with Hailey Bieber. Why would you try to be friends with somebody who is friends with your ex's wife? Like, what psychotism is that? I remember when Bella Hadid got so much heat because Selena dared to say, I wish I was pretty like her. Remember that whole shit show? Bella didn't even do shit to Selena, and then Bella got so much heat. And now, you know, Selena started again commenting on Bella's post. You know, Selena with 2 of her brain cells could figure it out. Last time I commented anything on Bella's post, Bella got so much heat, she got so much hate. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe, you know, I just stay off Bella Hadid's Instagram. But no, she has to go there. She has to fucking go there. Let me remind you, Selena is the one who dated Bella's ex. Everybody forgets that. Everybody gives heat for Hailey dating Justin, who was Selena's ex. But for her, it's okay. She can go after any man she wants. Imagine she had a wedding on the same, like literally 2-3 days before Justin's wedding. Justin's wedding, I think, is on the 30th of September. She had on the 27th. Not only that, she hired the same wedding planner. I think also a photographer. I'm not really sure. But nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about it. Nobody talks how Selena likes all these shady fucking posts, you know, regarding any of anybody's exes. Like whenever, remember Justin used to date models, she was like, oh, he rather date models.
And continuing the trend, Selena just now liked a fan video on TikTok mocking Elsie Hewitt, Benny Blanco's ex-girlfriend. The TikTok captioned, Benny Blanco traded copper with the vomit emoji, aka Elsie Hewitt, for gold, Selena Gomez. This video was posted by a longtime Selena fan, and the girl even posted her reaction, shaking to her idol's like.
But to be like super fucking honest, I cannot stand this bitch anymore. I really can't. Not that she's a victim, that she always does that kind of shit. I don't mind. She can do whatever the fuck she wants. What I do mind is y'all eating it up. Y'all eating it up. Y'all feeling sorry for this girl. Like, are you crazy? Like, if it was like for the first 3-4 years, it's okay. You know, after this all happened, 2-3 years, we feel sorry for her. But after, she has to move the fuck on. And y'all are still giving her the platform to move. You still giving the platform for this girl. And like, oh God, and she's clearly feeding the narrative and you're just eating it up, and I hate you all for that. No, but generally speaking, I really like how Selena is standing up to injustice and defending herself and defending people in need, you know, because she's definitely the victim, right? A billionaire who is a victim. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I wish she was that outspoken when it turned out to be the mother is not paying her employees, company that they both co-founded, this mental health company. I wish she was more outspoken about that, about the people that are not getting paid. There was like, maximum 20 employees, and she both co-founded with her mother this company for mental health or whatever. These people aren't paid for a couple of months. And nothing about that, nothing about, hey, this was bad management. She could have really spoken about that. No, but she doesn't give two fucks about that. She doesn't give, and I don't know if she even paid these people. I don't know. It's not so much money. They probably make what? 5-6K a month. When people were being deported and she goes on Instagram and she cries, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. Shut the fuck up. You don't have to do much. You can just donate your money, and you have a lot of money to ACLU, the one that protects people. Or you can take a couple of people, like what Kim Kardashian kind of does. 5 to 10 people, defend them. You don't have to protect the whole fucking Mexican community, but take 5 to 10 people, help them stand there. You never see her doing that shit. You never see her doing anything actually fucking manageable. What media is also not picking up is her drug abuse. Nobody talks about it because don't you remember back in the days, she used to always go to drug clinics, whatever that called sobriety clinic.
Rehab.
For anxiety. Yeah. You know, you don't go for anxiety to like a remote island or leave your phones behind with a coach. No, you go to a sobriety clinic. I forgot the name, but you know what I mean. She went there a couple of times. You know what I want? I want Selena's PR team. When I get famous, I want to hire Selena's PR team because they're so good. They're so good. They can spin any story on Selena so well. You know what they can do? They can hide the fact that back in 2013, Justin and Selena were caught in San Diego trying to get some...
Huh? All right. Hey, I got Justin Bieber here at the Swami, though. Right here in my hood, homie. MS gang. Nice seeing you, bro. Have a good one.
And it's definitely not a clean place. And like we mentioned earlier, it's known for selling hardcore drugs in the bathroom. So this sketchy store probably doesn't really sell anything else besides drugs, and that's what's keeping it running. After Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez were spotted going to a public restroom inside 7 Days Swap Meet in West Hollywood, Elizabeth, who runs a home goods store in the area, told Radar Online that Justin came in and I gave him a key for the bathroom. He had his girlfriend with him. They went to the back of the place for a few minutes, then left. They didn't buy anything. I don't know why they were here. Maybe to go and use the drugs they just got.
But Selena's PR team is so good. We never heard of it. Let us remember that Selena had a kidney transplant, and the kidney was given by her dear friend Francesca. We all know about Selena's lupus, right? And that she basically lost both of her kidneys because, you know, lupus attacks your own body, and she had to literally take a kidney from her friend. You know, it wasn't voluntarily given, it was literally taken, I'd say. Everybody knows with heavy drug abuse, you will fuck up your organs, especially when you have autoimmune disease. And I was like thinking, did she still took drugs while knowing she has lupus? I think so. She was diagnosed with lupus about 12 years ago. She has been struggling with drugs that we know of until the end of her dating with Bieber, as far as I'm concerned, and also her dating The Weeknd. They've been doing some stuff, and not only just like weed and alcohol. And then I googled, apparently with lupus, once you get diagnosed, if you do manage it well enough, you can live with your kidneys, or you will need basically a kidney replacement a bit later in your life. But the fact that Selena had to have her kidneys replaced like by 30s or even before 30s, Tells me a lot how she's been treating her body. She was even literally caught doing shots and drinking when Justin Bieber got married. And she was also still being caught vaping. Yeah. She still vapes, even on her wedding day. So imagine donating your kidney and then she goes out to party and drinks. And apparently that's why they don't talk anymore and she wasn't invited to the wedding. Maybe she was invited to the wedding. But Francesca's dad commented saying basically that she feels upset that, you know, she gave her literally her kidney and then Selena still goes on and does drugs and drinks alcohol. And you know what? If somebody literally saved my fucking life by giving kidney, I would make them at least the bride of honor or whatever. I don't know if Selena even tried that or even thought about that. And let's not forget how Selena violated Francesca's rights and called her directly and said to her, "We are a match." That's supposed to be confidential only to Francesca and it's her decision. Of course she was fucking under pressure to give her kidney. And another proof that she was abusing drugs after her kidney transplant, we literally see her in red carpet stumbling around. Don't tell me it's from lupus medication. She slurs her words, okay, maybe that's from lupus medication or whatever. But the fact that you cannot walk straight and you keep falling, you seem clearly just literally drunk. Oh, you want to know the tea? When Rhode was sold to Elle for $1 billion, that's the day when Selena and Hailey unfollowed each other on Instagram. I'm thinking who unfollowed who? Somebody who just had a huge win of selling their business for $1 billion and was busy with that? Or somebody who saw that, got bitter, and unfollowed her? I think it was Selena who initiated the unfollow. Yeah. I think this will be my last time covering Selena. I really had enough of her, and just generally speaking, I'll be rebranding my channel from celebrity topics to something more about myself, my life, and doing dumb shit, like, I don't know, like doing comedy, stand-up comedy, but only jokes written by Amy Schumer, just fun stuff, really experimental. This is what I want to go for. I'm not really feeling fun anymore covering celebrity topics because honestly, these people are so out of touch. I literally spent today 1.5 hours cleaning my backyard, carrying heavy bags, cleaning my cat's toilet and stuff like that. Like, these people don't have problems. These people don't have real problems. They wake up, everything is done for them. All she does with her time is go online and feel like a victim. Pick a fucking problem, you know, where you're homeless, where you don't have a job. The current job market is horrible. Finding a job is horrible right now. Groceries are very expensive. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. But no, you need to talk about Hailey because you're so fucking out of touch. And I've had enough of these celebrities that are very fucking out of touch. It's not that they don't have the possibility to stay in touch. They can donate the money and live modestly, you know, but you don't see that. You don't see that. It's okay if they live lavishly, but at least from time to time, you know, come down from your fucking high horse and go to Bangladesh, go to India, go to Africa and volunteer, go to the soup kitchen, do something. Animals at the shelter. I don't see you donating, Selena. I don't see you doing shit with your money. I don't see you doing any back. Mental health. Fuck mental health. Go do something. Go something that humbles you. Go something where your mind is free. Of course, if you spend 24/7 on Instagram feeling sorry for yourself because you're not like these pretty girls, of course you're gonna feel like shit. And maybe sometimes the answer is not wellness and meditation. Go and humble your ass down. You will have no time to think about social media. When I was picking up those leaves, bending my back over, carrying these heavy bags, I was not thinking about my social media. Anyways, went a bit sour, but thank you so much for watching. This was Akma from Not So Hot Show, and I'll see you whenever I'll see you. But make sure to follow and like it if you want, if you can't.
So hot show. That's hot. No, it's not. Like, literally.